Here we go, main event. I mean,
Yo,
I'm
Ty,
back now.
it's another I told you so. All right.
In the back
I
of our heads, did we see it going any other way?
No, this is why I can't. People are like, oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, I can believe it. Like, I can believe it. When you talk about a guy who says, I don't really grapple outside of my training camp, dog, if you grappled every day for the next 10 years, you still wouldn't get to the level that John Jones is on. So like, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Cyril, man. Like
No, absolutely not.
that guy could probably knock me out, but now I know all I got to do is get that neck. Cyril, if you ever see this, I'm just playing, dog. You're cool.
I'm a huge fan of Cyril. Still,
Yeah, no,
I
I like Cyril Gane, but come on, man. John Jones, that guy's been tapping out black belts since he was like 20 years old. Now he had the size to put in it. The way I didn't see the choke at first. I was kind of like, what the heck's going on?
He didn't have it at first. Or he didn't have it, then he had it. But
yeah, he was all crunched and bunched up against the cage, and you couldn't really see what was going on. When I saw that replay, and when you have that cutting bone
that
underneath
number
one cutter, shout out to Joel Bain. When you have that number one cutting bone underneath someone's throat, and you're cranking them down into their own chest, and that the cage is behind him, and you can't go anywhere. Anybody would have tapped to that. Anybody on earth would have tapped to that. So it's no shade on Cyril Gane. No. But I'm just saying, that's basically how I saw the fight going. I thought they were going to strike a little bit more. I thought John would kind of want to test himself. And I think he even wanted to. But Cyril kind of threw that looping, he telegraphed big left hand.
Yeah.
John's right around it and got the easy takedown. It almost looked like he wasn't. It looked like it was his little brother out there, you know.
It was it was mind blowing because I don't even actually know why. I don't know where I'm going with it. I was just so starstruck. In 2 minutes, he takes down the number one ranked heavyweight like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Cyril's shown he's been in wars with Tai Tuivasa. He's
stand-up fighter,
beating people like Derek Lewis. So he's
stand-up fighter.
He's not a walkover, but obviously he's never faced a grappler of John Jones' pedigree. And I don't think he thought John was going to be that strong. I think John surprised him with his size.
I think everybody thinks that before they fight John Jones. Everyone you hear, they talk about him afterwards, and they're like, man, that guy's imposing. He just, like, when have you ever seen John Jones take a backward step?
Oh, my God.
Almost never. That guy will walk you down, back you up, hit you with some weird stuff, and then if he gets on top of you, it's a wrap. I mean, that's been the story of his career. And I can't really see it changing. I tell you what, though, what happens now, right?
Stipe
Miocic. Yes, Stipe's almost 40 years old. Yes, Stipe has 2 kids. Yes, Stipe's a full-time fireman. I think Stipe Miocic has the best chance out of anybody in the division, except for maybe a Curtis Blades or maybe a Tom Aspinall. Like, there's still some good fights out there for John Jones, but I think
Absolutely.
we need to settle heavyweight GOAT, light heavyweight GOAT, greatest of all time. That fight needs to happen. I wish that fight happened 3 years ago, but but let's get it before it's gone. Like, we
need it now.
We need it now. Yeah, and I'm happy they announced it. I'm team John Jones all the way, but Stipe is a handful.
It's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight. Like, Stipe's got the wrestling, he's got the boxing, he's got the experience, he's got the size. Stipe is going to. I think Stipe has as good of a chance as anybody does to beat John Jones, and that would be like incredible.
I mean, after seeing what John Jones just did, if Stipe goes out and beats him, I mean, heavyweight GOAT, no debate.
Heavyweight goat. I mean, he's already, I think, the heavyweight goat. And
This would just
this would just
cement
stamp
it.
it. Yeah, it really would.